Yeah.
life. He said, because I asked him, so what made you want to start your own business? He said, I knew enough about myself. I know I wasn't going to be a good employee. I knew
Dude,
enough
that's
about
that's
myself.
straight up so true. Like I suck with that too. I'm terrible at like people telling me what to do. Like I hate it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I kind of starting to realize that. And then he said he knew enough of himself. He's like, he's probably not going to be a great employer for now. He's like that you're going to learn later on.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
being an employer, that's its own thing.
yeah,
But so
absolutely. Is there anything else that comes to mind or you need help with and in the process, or you have my playlist obviously, which is like there's
yeah,
a lot of gold in there, but that's more geared towards like if you are interested in an online offer, it's obviously more geared towards that. Um,
yeah. But there's always like because at my first place, like we did I don't know if you know Grant Cardone.
yeah, oh yeah, love him.
Oh yeah, but he's almost all his stuff was on car sales.
And it's real estate
And
and
that's real
yeah,
stuff. But I studied the crap out of that
yeah. No, it's good
because
stuff.
there's gold because it's all about closing. Like, can you close? Are you
Yeah,
able to are you able to even give the offer? Are
yeah.
you able to get to that point? And majority of my business is going to be a lot of it's going to be online.
Mm,
And that's like, okay, what am I doing? Like I didn't even know what SEO was like a couple
yeah,
weeks ago. I'm like, oh, search engine optimization. Like, oh, so that's how all the rankings work and everything. Then I go down that rabbit hole.
yeah.
So, I think the biggest thing is do you think the best marketing you could do for mobile chiropractic would be just getting out in the community, to be honest?
Um, well, I mean, there's always the online
Mm.
space. Like, I think if you have a budget, I think this is probably not the starting point, but you could always create a little ad and run it
Mhm.
on Facebook. But I think your best bet is to just be the most direct as possible in the beginning when you're growing and just do it the organic, old school
Mhm.
way,
Because
which
that's what
is,
I was thinking.
mhm.
Because I was the same way. Because I'm like, I do have some budget. I could technically do the online marketing, but like,
But
I
here's
feel
here's
like,
also the caveat to it that, right? Because if you go door to door and, maybe you're doing in-person stuff, you're so limited with the amount of people you can reach.
Mhm.
So this is where obviously social media and things like Facebook ads and stuff like that, you could target a lot of people in a very specific area um, to your local community that way, which is leverage. But it doesn't always necessarily guarantee you're gonna, get people to
Mhm.
book like in-person appointments or anything like that. But if you're doing some sort of an online offer and come trying to like think of like coming up with an offer that you could sell like online, because it sounds like you have like some experience of learning the sales process,
Yep. Yep. I'm
then
always down to learn sales stuff.
yeah, and that's kind of like this whole online process is sales, you know. So yeah, I mean, I have content in the folder that kind of goes over some of the sales process. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's what I was kind of thinking too. Because like I don't want to blow my entire budget right away and like have no ROI. And
Yeah.
because also I've been thinking like there's a lot of in Nebraska, it's a lot of labor class, and that's just we're an agricultural state. Omaha, the city I'm in, is very we have a crap ton of Fortune 500 companies, yeah, but it's
Hmm.
still there's a lot of trade places, and so I was thinking like, okay, I have a lot of family in the trade, so if I can just go and talk to their business people and just talk like, hey, let me do free, I can do free, like throw me $100. I'll evaluate your entire team chiropractically. I'll see what their needs are, and then we can come up to a deal, and I can adjust you guys once a week. Come in, do all that. I was trying to think of something like that, kind of like business to business marketing.
Yeah. I think going straight to businesses is great because you can get, like you said, you could be like adjust them at their like lunch times,
Mhm.
and just come into the office and be mobile that way and just show up and have like a monthly retainer. Don't even do it free. Like be like, hey, I'm really serious about this. I'm willing to do a free like consultation, you could say, and even first time adjustment. And if this is something that you guys see valuable for keeping your employees healthy so that they show up to work, because you could say back pain is one of the most, debilitating work issues, right? You come in there once a month on a monthly retainer, and then boom, you got numbers. You
Yeah,
do
because
that
my
for all the
daughter.
local businesses.
Mhm.
That's a pretty solid business right there.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking because like my wife's dad owns a chiller business, boiler chiller business, and like he's complained about some of his employees going down, and like when they go down, they can't do their contracts. The contracts, it's just the whole down the rabbit hole kind of situation. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
hard labor. You live in a place too where there's a lot of that hard labor, like you said.
hmm
Like, so
and they
I
need
think
to
you're in
kind
a
of
perfect place to market an offer like that is somewhat like you could say in person, but then also, you know, you could make it somewhat online as well. Like maybe it's integrated with like more of the people that want to reach out to you and ask you just general health questions and stuff.
hmm
And it's almost like, okay, like, I'm seeing you in person, like whatever, how many times a month, but then also there's an element of like, you have like a weekly Zoom call where you do some like health coaching or something,
yeah, that would work. Like that's actually a really good idea.
you know.
I like that. I
If
like that a
if
lot.
that's what if that's what you
Because I love health coaching. Like I
yeah,
used to be a health coach. I used to do all this stuff. Like I love just changing someone's life. I mean,
yeah, there you go.
the way I was thinking is money's always going to come if you're good at what you do.
Hmm.
And but it's only going to come if you give yourself the opportunities to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that's where you have, I think the thing now that you'd have to think about is just um when it comes to like that business model, like drawing that out, what does that look like? Um, what do you want to charge for like a business, let's say, if it is a business that you're trying to reach out to, rather than like an individual consumer, um,